Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about growing a team, and this pertains to really any service-based business. I could speak a little bit more about product-based business, but it does depend on a lot of other factors involved. So when you're starting out in your business, you've gotten this great idea to meet a need, serve a purpose, serve someone else. You found the thing that you love to do, and you just keep want to keep doing that over and over again. So you get into it, and most people do not get into their business wanting to do their bookkeeping or set up a website or um, track contacts and leads. And so there's a lot of all of these other pieces, which are operations, marketing, admin related, that we tend to take on just as in the nature of running a business. And so then it gets to the point where you've had some success. You have an amazing offer that, you have new clients and people are working with you. And then you get to a point where you are so swamped, you're busy, and it's the proverbial like restaurant owner who can't ever take a vacation, right? You're so enmeshed in the business and you're the one pushing all the buttons. And so a lot of people, our business in Bright Moments is to help other service businesses. We take on the projects of making sure that their systems are streamlined. We help them plan out what's needed, what they want to put into place to, number one, alleviate that stress and the hustle of pushing all the buttons, but also to be able to grow their business. And I say this all the time: any successful business does not have one employee, right? There is not one person running any super successful business. There's lots of people. It's a team effort. And as you grow, you start to recognize that there are things you don't really want to do, some things you're not great at, and you need to delegate in some way. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what does that mean. So, in our business, we have people that come to us and say, well, when am I ready for a virtual assistant or an online business manager, or do I need a coach? Like where am I, what happens to make you think about that, and then what place do you start to explore the idea of having support with those three people. And some businesses have one or all three of those people on their team. So one of the very first hires most businesses do, especially online business owners, would be to work with a virtual assistant. And all three of these are services that are provided. You can certainly hire internally, but it's more cost effective to hire out into either subcontractor or service provider. And so a virtual assistant really can help with those day-to-day tasks to lighten the load. And so, this is, some of the virtual assistant items that we handle, and our VAs on our team handle a lot of things like copywriting or the ongoing maintenance on your website or email newsletter, those repeated tasks and things that need to get done that you don't want to spend your time doing, and where you might have a template or something that you typically do and a process for that. And that person would get it done. And that's, like I said, probably the first person that you would team up with to help grow your business. So how is an online business manager different from a virtual assistant? So online business manager might be a new term to some of you. This is a person that will help see your vision and map out that plan as a project manager, but also seeing what your systems are doing, where those gaps are in the systems, and really create an action plan and standard operating procedures. So they're the person that gets really into the details of what's happening and setting up either a template or updating your systems to make sure that things are running the way you want it to go. And so that person may have their own virtual assistants like we do on our team, or they might coordinate with someone that's already on your team, or they might have, typically they have suggestions on who can help do the day-to-day things. Now, an online business manager can be a more, can be a person who coordinates routinely with you. So it might be someone that you talk with, pretty frequently, but they're really the ones doing kind of the project management, and then the virtual assistants are the implementers. So they're typically systems experts. They optimize, streamline, automate, all of those things, and they keep things running smoothly for your business. And really, they're the ones that kind of translate from your goals and vision into what needs to happen. So then the third option, obviously, is a business coach. And most of our clients are business coaches. And I know all of you have had some interaction or have worked with a business coach at some point. So this can be crucial as well to an online business because it's different from the other two. Obviously, the VA is the implementer, the doer. You can assign tasks to lighten your load. The online business manager is truly the manager, helps with managing a team or keeping you focused on projects that are in alignment with your vision. But if you're not really clear on what your goals or vision are, or you're really thinking through long-term goals and different things that are more of a eagle eye, bird's eye view of your business, or you're ready to move to the next level in your business, and you're not quite sure exactly the next steps to do, that's when a coach would come in. And so that's more like the mentor of your team. And so they're going to be able to push you, hold you accountable, and get through any fears and limitations that you might have about growing your business. They will have often suggestions and different ways of doing things, different tips and tricks. And that's the person that you would use to kind of mentor you through that. So they'll help you kind of find your vision or hone it in. They can help with a variety of things, as you all know. And so that's really kind of the differences between all three. And so when you're looking at if you're a solopreneur, you haven't grown your team or added to your team yet, and you're really thinking about what a virtual assistant could do, what an online business manager could do, what a coach could do, just think about those types of roles and what you really want out of each of those three things. If you had an unlimited budget that you could hire anyone in those positions, so let's say you have 3 additional people on your team, make a list of who they might be, so some people that could maybe come to mind, but also what are the specific things that you need from them to offload, to delegate. And then you'll have a clearer sense of who to talk to and questions to ask when you get in contact with them. If you're really just starting off and looking at virtual assistant only, I would highly recommend asking your colleagues, other business owners that you know that have raved about their virtual assistants. Obviously, you can come to us with questions, but if you are kind of heading that direction, let us know, kind of some things that come up. And it could be in as detailed of a question as you want, from what should I expect to pay? How do I go about hiring them? What to ask? Do I have to have an interview with them? What's kind of expected from the onboarding standpoint? We're happy to answer those questions as well. So that is information about the 3 pieces of growing your team as an online business.